We have not yet figured out what we want to try to do in like 2 months for our anniversary. Do you know that?
I know.
Apparently, a big trend right now for people taking vacations is to go to places that force them to unplug.
I would love
which
that.
I think is interesting. And there are resorts that are actually like catering to this, where they'll say like, nope, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no TVs in the rooms. One resort, your guests' devices are taken from you when you do registration, and they're kept in a safe. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, and they're like, that way you can, there's no distractions.
Yeah,
you
I
just
get that,
exist.
but I also, that feels sketch. Like, what? Are you gonna kidnap me?
Well, no, it's not that. Like, people are paying for what they're calling a digital detox. And so they're going to a resort and they're saying, yes, no screens, no internet, no Wi-Fi, don't contact me. Here's the deal. I'm shutting it all off and I'm escaping it all for a while. You know, an easy way to do that is just to go to the woods where you don't have service.
I like that too.
It's pretty easy.
That sounds awesome.
Let's do that this weekend, next weekend,
Yeah.
every weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hey,
Hey,
let's do this show.
it's Tuesday, May 13th. It's my best friend's birthday and Top Gun Day.
That's right. I feel the need for birthday.
Woo. Josh found out that a prized possession was thrown out years ago. It was not a prized possession.
You don't know.
You hadn't even opened that thing in 15 years.
That doesn't mean it wasn't a prized possession.
It was not a prized possession. Tell me 3 things in that book.
Recipes for ramen.
Tell me 3 of those recipes.
Hot dog ramen. Egg drop ramen. Hot pot ramen.
I threw it out.
Shall I go on?
Yeah, go ahead. I still threw it out. You can't get it back.
I know.
It's
I'm
not
upset
a prized
about
possession.
You don't know. You didn't even ask.
I've got filthy fingers
Yeah, you do.
digging in that dirt.
Sick.
We're officially watching for the baby eagles to fledge the nest.
And you're a little sad
I'm
about
kind
it.
of sad.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do all morning when they're gone?
I don't know. Watch the empty nest.
I know. Let's talk about reusing sandwich bags and what's appropriate to wash in the dishwasher.
The list is limited, and the sandwich bags should not be washed, I don't think.
If they need to be washed, just throw them away. Just get a new one, guys. Come on. Our daughter doesn't know what her dad looks like.
Apparently, I look like every other dude in the whole town. It's cool.
The Campfire Folk Band is still on the Snake River.
That's right. They are still afloat.
And we sort of released the football raccoon in the room.
Yeah. Can you settle down just a little bit for us?
Also,
Thanks.
raccoon has 2 C's and 2 O's.
I don't need your judgment. We are Josh and Chantel. I do math. She spells.
That's true. We
And
do.
this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy today's show.
Enjoy.
Hey.
Don't be creepy.
Why is that creepy?
Hey.
Hey.
It's weird.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to be weird. It's your best friend's birthday. You gonna say anything today?
Who's my best friend? Oh, it is my best friend's birthday. I thought you were talking about a celebrity or something. No, my actual best friend.
It's your actual best friend's birthday today.
She's been kind of busy. I finally heard from her for the first time yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
I know it's been like a week or so since you heard from her.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yep, that's on my agenda today. Call the best friend, wish her happy birthday.
Okay, super. Her birthday happens to fall on Top Gun Day.
Top Gun Day.
Yeah.
How come Top Gun gets its own day?
Super good question. I don't know the answer to. Is this the day the movie came out? Is
I
that
don't know.
what it like? I don't
Here's
know
my
why.
other question.
Yeah.
Does Kenny Loggins get his own day?
Okay. Danger Zone Day. That'd be okay. You could blast that out the car windows while you're driving around, make you cruise through traffic. Yeah. Right. You could also host a Top Gun Day party, it says.
You could host a Top Gun. You can host a Top Gun party anytime you want. It doesn't have to be on Top Gun Day.
You could host a shirtless volleyball game while you're listening to Kenny Loggins playing with the boys. No, that's...
Playing with them boys.
There it is. Yeah.
No, I had it all the whole time.
Okay, or you could listen to Berlin take my breath away while you have a romantic kiss?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Or sit behind the piano and play Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Or You've Lost That Love and Feeling. You got a couple of different options of things you can do. Did you know we went to San Diego, which, by the way, is where the movie was filmed, and we didn't go to a single filming location? What a wasted opportunity. Wasted.
I don't know if it was wasted. I, one, didn't know that that's where it was filmed. Two, didn't know where any of those filming locations were. And three, thought that we had a fine time without going to those places.
We had a fine time. We didn't need Top Gun in our San Diego trip, but Charlie's Little Blue House and Kansas City Barbecue.
Who's Charlie?
Charlie's Little Blue House and Kansas City Barbecue are filming locations you can still visit. And the Kansas City Barbecue place still has Goose's photo on the wall.
R.I.P., buddy.
Oh.
I don't like barbecue.
Okay.
So that's probably why we didn't go there.
You're correct. We went to what's it called?
I don't know, Josh.
Thai food.
Much
very,
better.
very good Thai food.
Much better.
Kelly McGillis plays Charlie.
Oh, yeah, the girl. Just say the
Charlie's
girl.
Little Blue House.
The love interest, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie.
I don't know her name. Did you know her name? Did you know that's
yes.
who it was? You did not? You had to look it up. Liar.
Happy birthday to your best friend. Happy Top Gun Day.
Happy May 13th.
Enjoy your day. You and me, we got a date with some honey.
Oh, yeah, we do have. I was going to say 4 days. We do have a date with some honey.
That's right. Browning's Honey.
Yeah.
Browning's Honey is our main sponsor for the 26th annual Classy 97 Second Chance Prom. And I was in there yesterday talking to Cynthia. Mm-hmm. And as we were kind of wandering around in the gift shop, I noticed again the giant selection of flavored honeys. And there's a lot. I mean, there's
you sent me some pictures.
Yeah. And I said, pick out some of these honey sticks and let's try some of these. So later on, we're going to try some of these honey sticks.
Yes.
The problem.
What's the problem?
If I could say there's any kind of problem, it's that some of the honeys are the same color. So I don't know what's watermelon, what's cherry, and what's cinnamon. And I can't remember a couple of the other ones. Like you wanted like an orange blossom one.
Uh-huh.
And so there's one of those. Anyway, we're just gonna try them, and it's gonna be a bit of an adventure.
Just gonna have to try them.
Yep.
Oh no.
Browning's Honey, as I said, the main sponsor for the prom. They will be there with Honey at the prom, which will be awesome. So if you want to talk to them about it, you want to learn more about what they do, you want to get some honey, they will be there, which will be great. And you can meet Ben and Cynthia, and you can get yourself some honey. If you have never, ever, ever been to a second chance prom, make this one your first.
Yeah.
There are folks that I know will be there that have been to, like, I think all but one.
All of them, yeah.
Like, they're the Juanita, right?
Yep.
I think she's been to every single one of them except one.
That's crazy.
I know. It's pretty awesome.
She kind of likes it.
Yeah, 26th annual Second Chance Prom. Enchanted Forest is this year's theme. So we're going to have twinkling lights and foliage.
And you can dress as the theme. You can play into the theme, or you can just come in whatever else you want. Just come as you are. We did not dress in the theme, and that's going to be okay.
No, you got a nice dress. I think the big deal is we're going to be at the Enchanted Forest, dressed as we are dressed.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a blast.
It is going to be fun.
You can get tickets for free at Browning's Honey. They are just north of Bish's RV on the Louisville Highway. Very easy to get to. And then you can also stop by and check out their gift shop and see all those honey flavors I'm talking about.
Oh, man. I'm excited to try some of those.
I know.
I asked you to bring home a huckleberry one.
That one's in there.
And a pina colada one.
That one's in there.
And cherry and
chocolate. I got those. And then you had one more. And the orange blossom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked out cinnamon, watermelon, and one other one. And I can't remember what
the other
it was.
One? Surprise, honey.
Yeah. We'll go, what's that taste like?
Oh, no.
It's
Too
coming up
bad.
on Saturday, just 4 days away.
4 days
It's going to be a
away.
lot of fun. Get your tickets online if you want to buy them ahead of time on Friday. You can buy them half price Friday, and then we'll have one more chance for you to grab them on Saturday at the farmers market from 9 to noon in Idaho Falls. Lots of fun, lots of dancing, chances to win a $200 Visa gift card,
Yeah.
and so much more. Anyway.
And fun and laughs and cookies and punch
And music.
and music.
Yeah. 26th annual Classy 97 Second Chance Prom. It's happening on Saturday. All the details are in the app. Just tap the link. How about some good news?
Let's hear it.
This morning. On Friday, Brandy Fields and her son Kyle, they graduated together from the Texas Christian University, which made Mother's Day weekend extra special for both of them. Brandy got her Executive Master of Business Administration degree, and Kyle got his Master of Liberal Arts degree.
Wow.
Yeah, so they got to walk together. They got to have the graduation, the whole thing here. The ceremony was fun, and Brandy said she also valued the time that was spent with her son while they were working toward their degrees.
Yeah.
She said, sharing this moment with my son is something I never imagined. We supported each other through late nights and strict deadlines, and to walk the stage together, especially on Mother's Day weekend, is an incredible and meaningful moment for our family. And I
That's
think
really
cool.
nice.
I like when those things happen. That's really
Yeah.
neat. I mean, because she's continuing education or went back to school or is in a situation where she wasn't able to finish, and now she's gone back and she's working through it. I think it's so cool. It's great. Never too late, they say.
I was going to say, I wonder if our kids would be upset if I graduated with them.
It'd be funny if you did it and just didn't tell them. You're like,
Oh, hey,
I'm working on it too.
I did it
Yeah,
too.
look at me.
I still hold your spotlight.
No, that's not it. We're sharing the spotlight. I think that's pretty cool. So congratulations to Brandy and Kyle and all the other graduates. I know it's graduation season. Lots of ceremonies happening.
Yep, it is.
All over the place. I saw ISU's prep for all of their graduation stuff look great. I know there's a bunch of high school graduations getting ready to ramp up here real quick. So congratulations, seniors. It's a big deal.
Oodie lolly.
And that's good news to get you going.
I just read a story. It might have triggered me because I had some bad roommates. But
Oh,
there is a story about a guy who stole his roommate's cake from his mini fridge, from the roommate's mini fridge, and then had an allergic reaction to it because there were peanuts in it.
oh well.
And now wants him
Lesson
to pay
learned.
for his medical bills
Nope.
for poisoning him.
Negative. Not gonna happen. Stay out of my cake. Here's a fun time. You went to college. You had roommates. I went to
Uh-huh.
college. I had roommates. We were pretty good. A bunch of dudes were pretty good about not eating each other's food.
I would say 90% of my roommates were pretty good about not
Yeah.
eating our food.
I don't know that I ever had that issue.
I had a roommate who would steal food.
Uh-huh.
We would offer like, oh, hey, here's a cheesecake that my sister baked for my birthday.
Yeah.
Would you guys like some? And two of my roommates were like, yes, please. Thank you for sharing.
Uh-huh.
And then one roommate said, oh, no, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And then later, I found fork marks
Oh.
in the cheesecake from where supposedly,
Allegedly? Okay.
she had
The one
Fork
person who said no?
the one person who said no. And I figure it's her because I asked the other two,
Yeah.
hey, did you guys take a fork and dig into that cheesecake? And they both said, no, I ate it when you offered.
Uh-huh.
That was not the first time that roommate had done that.
All right.
Also.
Okay.
She was a thief of food.
A food thief.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And as you know, college you're struggling financially.
Sure. Well,
So
and that was a birthday treat.
it was a nice birthday treat.
Right.
And when we got a bag of chips one time,
Yeah.
that was a luxury item.
Okay.
She stole some chips from our bag of chips too. What? This roommate.
Okay. Did you count the individual chips? How do
No.
you know she had stolen chips?
You could tell by the bag.
Oh. You knew somebody had
You
been
could
in the
feel
bag.
it. Oh, yeah.
You don't think you just had a little extra binge and maybe you had a few more Doritos than you thought?
No, Josh.
Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit, trying to make sure we get both sides of the story here.
No. Positive.
Okay.
She was a food thief.
Okay.
Did any of your roommates?
No,
steal
because
any
we all
food?
had the exact same food in the fridge. Frozen burritos, frozen pizza, ramen. It was a terrible food time. Like, I'm trying to think, like, how did I survive?
How did you survive?
I don't know.
That's the way our
I
20-year-old
ate
is
every
surviving.
day, right?
I don't know.
Like, I assume I did.
I have no idea what you ate.
Me neither. Because I'm trying to think about, like, day-to-day, mundane things. Like, did I make a pizza every day? There's no way.
Well, you probably.
But you know what I probably did was microwaved it because I couldn't have been bothered to heat up an oven.
Gross. So you had soggy frozen pizza.
And pizza rolls. Probably lots of pizza rolls. And ramen. And
When I met you, you had a ramen cookbook.
I still have that somewhere, maybe. Did you throw it away? You threw away my ramen cookbook? You threw away my ramen cookbook from college? Wow.
Josh, listen.
Why did you throw away my ramen cookbook?
We've been together for 20 years. We have moved how many times?
I never got to make you the recipes for, like, egg drop ramen. Hot dogs and ramen.
Yeah, that's exactly why I threw it away. I never want you to make that for me. I would like to
I'm making it.
I would like to think you're a much better cook than just ramen these days. So you can make me
Hot dog ramen.
No.
It's coming your way. Get ready. I'll disguise it as something fancy, and I'll even get the little shiny little covers for the plates, and I'll lift them off. And everyone will be like, what is this steamy mess?
Gross.
It's hot dog ramen. Enjoy. It's a specialty straight out of my college cookbook.
Why did you need a recipe
away.
for that?
It's not as simple as just putting hot dogs in ramen.
Oh, how complicated
there's special
is it?
seasonings and things.
What special seasonings?
Cheese. It's got cheese in it.
Gross. This gets worse and worse, though.
It's all good. Then you add sriracha, and it's amazing.
Ugh.
Come on. Give it a go.
How often did you use that ramen cookbook?
Often enough that some of the pages were gross.
Ew. Yeah, I'm glad I threw that away.
I can't believe it.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Throwing my stuff away.
Josh, a ramen cookbook? You don't need it. We don't need it.
How am I supposed to make you this delicious ramen?
Hey, guess what? I threw that away probably 5 years ago, and you're just realizing it now. Which
hurts.
means
Cuts deep.
No, it doesn't.
Like a knife to the kidneys.
I'm sure you can find all those recipes online if you really want them.
That's where they came from.
Yeah, exactly.
it was printed out internet in a binder. I'm gonna find that hot dog ramen
Please
recipe.
Don't.
I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna read it to you just so you can see what all the parts you don't like are. Starting with ramen and hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Step 1, ramen. Ew. Step 2, hot dogs. Ugh.
Step 3, cheese.
Ugh. It's not even good cheese either. It's probably Kraft Singles.
No. Oh, you know what? That probably melts really cool in there.
Gross.
You probably wrap it around the hot dog before you dip it in there.
Dip it in what?
The ramen water. What do you mean in the what? Come on. Coming up on Saturday, it is the Idaho Falls Farmers Market.
That's right.
And I'm going to be hanging out there for a few hours.
Yeah, you will be.
There's something cool going on at the farmers market. So each month we've decided we are going to support a different cause. And this month we are supporting the community food basket. So you can stop by the Riverbend Media Group booth this Saturday while we're there from 9 until 2. And you can make a donation of non-perishable food items. There are actually a whole list of items that are in demand. Cereal is a high need right now.
And canned soup.
Canned chili. And mac and cheese, and canned tuna or chicken. Those are the high need items right now that they really could use some help with. Canned soup is always a big deal. Dry pasta in
Peanut
like
butter.
1 to 2 pound. Yeah, easy stuff. They would love side dishes that are not mashed potatoes. I assume they have plenty of those.
I think they probably have a lot, but things like flavored rice, noodles with sauce, stuffing.
Yep.
And those come in those little boxes.
Right.
They're super inexpensive.
Yeah. And anything you can do to help out would be greatly appreciated. Again, we'll be there on Saturday at the Riverbend Media Group booth at the Idaho Falls Farmers Market. That's where you can drop off those items. It'll also be your last chance to grab your free tickets to the 26th annual Classy 97 Second Chance Prom with Browning's Honey. I will be there from 9 to noon with those tickets, so you can stop by and see me at the booth, grab free tickets to the prom, and then you can come enjoy it Saturday night.
Love it.
Yeah, which is awesome. There's over 170 local vendors. There's fresh produce, there's meats, there's baked goods, there's crafts, there's art, there's actual plants for your garden, which is a great way to get some starts for some berries or get yourself
we saw
some local tomatoes.
Blueberry
stuff like that.
bushes there last week that we want. We've got our eye on those.
I haven't cleared the back area where we want to plant all that stuff.
We don't have an area for it yet, but hang on, blueberry bushes. We're coming for you.
And raspberries.
We're coming for
I think it'd be fun to have all the berries back there.
Me too.
Be great. All right, we'll see you at the farmers market on Saturday. It's 9 to noon on Memorial Drive. Rain or shine, it's happening, and we'll be there from 9 until 2. I will be there 9 to noon with your free prom tickets. So last chance to grab those on Saturday and help us raise a bunch of food. That would be great too.
Help us,
Help us collect a whole bunch of food for the community food basket.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you know what you're talking about. I was just looking at my my fingers and my fingernails.
Okay.
I need a manicure.
What's going on?
Well, I've been doing some planting.
Yeah?
And I don't like wearing gloves because I don't feel like gloves fit properly.
Well, we got you those gloves that are supposed to fit.
Yeah, and I wear those, but sometimes it's like you can't fine tune what you need to.
You don't have the dexterity?
Yes.
So the gloves will form to your hands over time as you wear them. Have you ever had that happen with some gloves?
No.
They do that.
Because I don't like wearing gloves.
Yeah, you should, because then they become like a second skin and they take on the shape of your hands as you work with them.
I know, but I also just kind of like digging in the dirt in my bare hands.
Okay, well, then you're going to have dirty fingernails.
I know I do. Look. Don't say, I know, and here's the grossest part. I've washed these buckets full of times.
Do you?
Buckets
full of times?
Yeah, and I use that little nail scrubber. Do you use the brushy thing?
Yep. Yeah? What's going on?
I don't know. Well, I was digging in the bark. I was putting bark out last night.
Oh, that's right. I still haven't paid attention to see it.
That's rude.
Well, I just didn't. But you put all the bark out?
Yeah.
Nice. Did it use all 3 bags?
No.
It used how many?
I still have a full bag.
Oh.
And maybe like a quarter of a bag.
Okay, good. Well, that saves us next year. That's great. I need to get a bag for the back. I probably need 2 bags still for the back.
Why can't you use the bag that I didn't use?
Because the front is brown and the back is black.
You're right.
That's why. Now, if I really would have done it right, I would have made it all the same. But what happened is we'd already done brown up front before we finished the backyard. And when I did the backyard, I was like, I painted and stained things and whatever, and stuff was black. So now I want it all to be black.
I know. I kind of like the black better, too.
It's pretty cool.
I don't know. I was printing out the
brown up front looks nice with the house.
Yeah.
But I like the back and the black. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Also, the neighbor mode again.
I know. I still haven't talked to him about taking over my front yard.
He edged it.
I know.
And he did the zigzag pattern.
I know.
It is pretty.
I know. And then he stops at the roughest edge of grass. Have you seen the edge?
No.
Where he stops? Oh, it's like when you get a really nice haircut, but then they missed a spot.
Oh, no.
It's like the whole thing looks so good, but then there's a cowlick, and it's our front yard. It's just, you know?
Yeah, I do know. Because I was driving away this morning going, gosh, that looks good.
I know.
I actually was looking at my flowers and my flower beds because my flower beds look phenomenal. And then I glanced over and I went, oh. Grass envy.
I know.
But
you know what I should do is get my lines just the same angles. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, look how cool it looks when it's all one thing. It could be like this every time.
Forever.
Just extendo your diagonals, man.
Hey, your curb appeal affects our curb appeal. Want to
Right.
just curb appeal us too, bud?
Right. Nobody wants to walk past these two houses and go, well, those guys aren't doing near enough, but at least their flowers are pretty.
Yeah, because that's my job.
Yeah.
That's the part I've done.
Feel free to mow anytime.
That's
Keep up with the neighbor. Yeah, I got to get the lawnmower out, don't I?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
got to probably start using more gloves.
You should. They'll form fit to
I
your
know,
hands.
but I like digging in the dirt with my hands. It's fun.
Or do that.
Reminds
and
me
then
of being
have
a
dirty
kid.
fingernails. That's
I found
fine.
a little baby worm yesterday.
Wow. No way. Today's a big day.
Today is the biggest day.
It's the beginning of Fledge Watch.
Fledge Watch.
Now, we've been watching the Friends of Big Bear Valley eagles in Big Bear Valley, California, from the time they were little gray fuzzballs
Yeah.
until today,
I
where
know.
they are
I'm a
up
proud
and
mom.
walking around and doing big eagle stuff. That's what we call it. Oh, we're doing big eagle stuff today. Right now, one of the parents just flew in and dropped off a fish. Isn't feeding it to them, which I think is interesting.
Oh no, they've been self-feeding
No,
for a
but
while.
this is a big deal. Like, just drop the fish. I'm going to go sit on the front porch. You guys have fun with that fish.
You guys
Figure
take
it out.
care of this.
Figure out how to get into that fish meat.
They know.
They're
know
working
what to
on
do.
it. Yeah, it looks like the one's just standing on it. That's his whole game plan, is to stand on the fish and see what happens. But today officially kicks off Fledge Week. So once the baby eagles reach 10 to 14 weeks, we are now in the fledging window.
Yep.
And so at any moment,
They're
either
actually-
one of these or both of these eagles could just take off out of the nest.
I know, and that's so terrifying. How do they know to use their wings?
Well, they've been jumping around and flapping them. I think they have some instinct.
That's different than jumping off a
Yeah,
145-foot tree.
true story. But I think the wings probably do a bit of the work. Once you're out there, open them up, and you're going to
and
figure out how
do you
flying
think
works.
instinct takes a hold too?
For sure,
There's
it does.
got to be some natural inclination to be
Absolutely.
like, oh yeah, I know how this is supposed to work.
Right. I mean, they figured out how to get their feet underneath them, so that was a big step. It's crazy to me. Like, they're moving around. They're not hanging out, just laying around anymore, and they are like standing so close to the edge.
I know.
It takes my breath away. I go, get in the middle of the nest, man.
I have thought that it's very interesting to watch how the nest has changed.
Very much so.
It used to be kind of soft and cozy in the middle when they were just babies.
Yep.
And then they had like an edge of sticks around. It
So
was
they
a
wouldn't
little bit
fall
high.
out. Yeah.
And now the sticks have been kind of tampered down
Yep.
so that they can easily go toward the edge of the nest.
Which is on purpose. And they're moving sticks around themselves, too, which is big eagle stuff.
Do you think the parents are excited to finally
Have an
them
empty
fledged?
nest.
They're like, get out of here.
I can go back to just feeding myself.
I just want my alone time.
I don't know what they're thinking. They're eagles. But it is fascinating to watch. And now that we've entered Fledge Week, the real fun begins, because they'll start leaving the nest and they'll spend time away from it, flying around, learning how to hunt.
Yeah.
They'll still return to the nest. It's still home for a while. But then eventually they'll be like, all right, I'm going to go do my own thing. And off they'll go.
Off they'll go.
Yep.
That one got his talon stuck in the fish just now.
Well, it's because he keeps stomping on it. He just keeps walking around on top of the fish.
Say, I'm going to figure this out. I promise.
Yeah, I'm just going to step on it a bunch. He's like balancing on it. It keeps like catching himself because the fish is, I don't know if it's kicking or whatever, but he keeps jumping every time it rolls a little bit. It's pretty funny. Anyway, while I was out and about doing some stuff this last weekend, I found an eagle's nest. I sent you pictures and video of it, which was
gasped.
very cool. You did say gasp with exclamations.
You weren't with me, but I audibly gasped.
Did you? You went,
Real eagles in
Yeah.
our backyard.
So,
Not in our backyard, but
well, pretty much. Really not that far from the road, and I found an eagle nest, and I was like, oh, look, there's a nest, and I could see a bald eagle standing there. And then I saw the little black head come up, and there's an eaglet. There's at least one baby eagle in that nest right there. And so I sent you a little picture.
I know,
and video.
we were going to go check it out on Mother's Day, and we didn't.
There's still time.
Okay. I want to go see it.
It's very cool. We'll need to get some binoculars so that you can see it up close, because you're going to want to.
Oh, I will want to.
And we'll just sit there for, I don't know, all day. Okay, are you ready to go? No.
No, I won't.
I'm watching
sit there
Big
all day.
Eagle stuff.
Because I can watch these guys.
I know.
In the comforts of my home.
There is that.
Fledge Week Watch.
Here we go.
Who's going to do it first? And when? Oh, no. I'm going to be watching this TV all day.
You already do.
No, just here mostly.
I see. You don't watch it after you leave here?
Not sometimes, but sometimes I forget because I get busy with other stuff.
It's Fledge Week, and you need to be ready.
I'm going to miss the window.
I mean, there will be documentation. Like, you can go back and watch video, but you want to see it when it happens.
How exciting.
Yeah, big time.
These
big
little
eagle
eagles.
Stuff.
Oh, I feel like they're my own.
Oh.
What's the grossest? I was going to say, what's the grossest thing you've done? But that's not the right answer.
What's the question?
That's not the right question either. What makes you a cheap person, I guess, is the question.
What?
Is there something you do that makes you a cheap person?
Frugal?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between penny pinching, cheap, and frugal.
Okay.
I would say there are probably things that I do that are frugal. Like, like sometimes your lunch meat comes with free Tupperware.
Yeah, I know.
That's frugal.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
It's not free, though, really.
No, you pay for the meat. The Tupperware's free. You see?
Bonus.
Right. You look at it that way. You're getting bonus Tupperware.
I reuse Ziploc bags. Now.
Hold on.
Okay.
What's in them?
Okay, that's
very important.
I reuse them for the same thing. For example, I'll put like some chips in them.
Okay.
And then when I'm done, I'll keep it and I'll refill it.
Yeah.
I don't go as far as washing my Ziploc bags.
Okay,
there are people who do that.
I did that.
You do?
Yeah. I have, for my Blackstone, I have 2 bottles. One is oil and one is water. And I store them in a gallon Ziploc bag when I travel, because if they tip over, I don't want them to spill in my truck or whatever container they're in. And so I store them in that. Well, they tipped over and it got some oil spilled in it. So I turned it inside out. I washed it, turned it right back, right side up, and then I dry it on top of the faucet in the kitchen.
Okay, I don't think that's a problem.
But I'm saying I do wash Ziplocs.
Like if you put lunch meat, like maybe a sandwich in it one day, and you got like mustard and mayonnaise
that
in
one's
it.
garbage.
And then the next day you're like, oh, I need a Tupperware, or I need a Ziploc bag. I needed to put in my chips. I'm not washing the sandwich bag to put my chips in.
No, it's a new bag situation.
Yeah.
If there's a sauce inside of the bag's done. If the thing in the bag is a wet thing, it's a one-time use.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that would be the snack size and the sandwich size. I feel like if I'm spending the money on quart and gallon, I got to be a little bit more serious about using the quart and gallon bags.
What do you mean? Explain.
Those are bougie.
Are they?
That's why they come in smaller packages. Have you ever noticed that? When you go to buy buy a sandwich bag, you get like 5 million in a box.
Yeah.
If you buy the snack ones, you get a good amount of the snack ones. Gallon and quart, you get like 12. You know?
Yeah, I do know.
Because so you gotta ration those. Those are a luxury item.
I've been bringing a boiled egg to work for breakfast, and I've been using the same Ziploc bag for my boiled egg.
Why do you bring it in a bag?
What else am I going to do with it?
It has its own case.
Oh, I'm not going to let it roll around in my lunch bag.
Why?
Because what if it cracks and then I get eggshell all over?
No. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, it is going to happen.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Has it happened inside a bag?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it has.
No, it has not.
Oh my God. Well, Whatever. I do that. I also
You don't need to.
Too bad. I do too. I'm not gonna
Let
have
your
my
egg let your egg
roll
have
around.
some freedom.
No.
Let your egg loose in the bag.
I also carry a Ziploc bag of plastic cutlery, and I rewash it.
Why do you keep it in a bag?
And reuse that? So it's not rolling around in my lunch bag.
What's going on in your lunch bag?
It's organized. I got my Ziploc bag full of cutlery.
Why doesn't it just loose in there?
Because then it's going to get dirty.
No, it's not.
What if something spills in the lunch bag?
Then you wash your fork.
No. I'd rather keep it in my lunch bag.
In a Ziploc in your lunch bag.
Yeah.
Why not just let it loose? Let the egg
I
have some
just
freedom to
told
roll
you.
around with the cutlery.
No.
Let your egg and cutlery touch.
Mm-mm.
They're going to be fine in your lunch bag.
No, listen.
Why is everything got to be so separated?
Because it does. Because it keeps it nice.
Well, it can absolutely just exist in there and it'll be fine.
Have you ever washed a paper plate?
No, not once. Not once in my entire life have I washed a paper plate. No.
I haven't either, but I was reading a story
No.
about somebody who claims that their brother-in-law washes paper plates and serves his guests food on them.
Like they're his dishes.
Yeah.
No. No.
It's made out of paper. For
Well,
one.
it depends on which ones you get, because the ones that have the little plastic coating are a little more durable.
Yep.
But again, those are a luxury item.
But you're still, depending on how many times you wash them, they're going to get soggy after a while.
Yeah. But again, those come in a pack of 100, so you're going to be okay. If you got to reuse a couple. No, why would you wash a paper plate?
Don't wash your paper plates.
If I walk in the kitchen and somebody's washing a paper plate, I'm standing there and we're having a conversation because I need to know what's going on in your brain. What are you doing? Explain that to me.
Oh, I'm just trying to save $1.
Yeah, okay. You've got 100 in the bag.
Just wash a regular plate. If you're already washing, just use a regular plate. My guy.
But have you tried paper plates? They're all the rage. Great for picnics. Huh.
Interesting, right?
I wasn't prepared for the wash a paper plate thing. I can't deal with that. That's the weirdest thing. Wash a paper plate. Okay.
To be clear, I don't do that.
Well, you carry your fork and spoon and knife in a Ziploc, so it's just as weird a behavior.
I don't know why that's weird.
Let them loose. What are they
No.
going to touch in your bag?
They're going to get dirty.
From what?
And when I'm done with my fork that I've used for
Yeah.
lunch, I put my dirty fork in my dirty fork's rolling around. So that's how I know what's clean and what's dirty.
You know when I would put it in a bag?
When
it's dirty, so
No.
it didn't dirty up the inside of my lunch bag.
It's
Where are
not
you
like it's
going?
got-
Why are you so short?
Because my chair is broken.
I can't even see your face now.
I know. Just because this conversation is over. Here's another question that kind of follows up on what we had just talked about.
Oh, okay.
What's the grossest thing you've ever washed in the dishwasher?
In the dishwasher. I don't know that it's gross. Sometimes I'll wash a hat in there, but I don't think that's like a gross thing.
With
I've
or
heard
without
about
dishes?
with, but only if it's like nothing that had like spaghetti sauce or anything on it, because that stuff flies all over, and I don't want that on the hat.
Gross.
So only if it's like pretty clean dishes. I've heard about people washing their flip-flops and stuff in the dishwasher.
Crocs is what I just
Come
read
on.
about. Ew, your flip-flops,
Yeah.
hose them off. Same with your Crocs.
I
Just
know.
stick a hose.
Yeah. No, don't put your feet in the
Put
dishwasher.
them on the jet spray. Hose them off.
I mean, my hat gets a little bit of sweat, but it's not feet sweat.
And the bottom of your hat, like the bottom of your shoes, sees
Yeah.
gross stuff every day.
True story. I don't want that in where my dishes go.
That's gross.
Don't put your feet where my dishes go.
Yeah, there's people on the internet that are washing their Crocs in the dishwasher.
Is it recommended
It is not recommended.
by
Guess what?
Crocs?
Take a hose, take
Yeah.
the jet spray,
Yeah.
hose them down.
Yeah. Here's what it says.
Outside.
This is from Crocs. It says to clean them, you should hand wash them with mild soap and cold water, spot clean with a damp cloth, or wash them in the washing machine on a gentle cycle in a mesh garment bag.
Fine. Wash them in the washing machine, not your dishwasher.
It says for tough stains, consider using a melamine sponge or a magic eraser. Nowhere in here does it say, plop them in the dishwasher.
Boy.
Plus, some of these things are gross because, look, I'm not saying that adults don't wear these because they do, for some reason. But kids wear these, and I think kids adventure to grosser places than adults do.
I'd say it's equally as gross.
But I feel like a kid's Crocs are like when I see kids' Crocs, I go, those things have seen adventure. An adult's Crocs could be a little dingy, but they're going to see gross places too. Parking lots, sidewalks, grocery store floors. You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of gross. A kid's Croc, though, it's dirty on all sides.
Yeah, the inside of a kid's Croc. I can just imagine what that looks like. Just the
You can
dirty...
see the toe imprints in the dirt inside the toes of the Croc. Yeah. That's not going in the dishwasher.
There is a guy in Australia that went viral because he washed his Crocs in the dishwasher with all of his dishes.
No.
Knives, forks, plates,
No.
Well,
No.
that's why I think your hat's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it gets kind of gross and sweaty, but it's not touching the dirty ground where bad things live.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, it's only on my head. Right? Like, all right. That's pretty gross.
That is pretty gross.
What else could you put in there that would be gross?
In the dishwasher?
See. Yeah.
You could put all kinds of gross things
I know
in there.
you can.
You could put Ziploc bags.
You could. Things people wash in the dishwasher. Toys. Refrigerator shelves, microwave turntable, oven mitts. I suppose like the silicone ones, not the fabric ones. Hair brushes.
Ew.
Baseball caps. Gardening tools, pet dishes, appliance knobs, dog toys, dust pans, flip-flops.
I've put dustpans in there before.
You have?
Yeah.
Gross.
Why is that gross?
It's the dustpan.
Yeah.
I don't hose it off.
No. I don't put it in there with dishes, though. I put it in there with, like, other stuff that needs to be washed. Like, it's like a specific load for that kind of stuff.
I've never seen that happen.
I don't do it often, but I do it occasionally.
Glass light covers from your ceiling fixtures, sponges, soap dishes, barbecue grates, ceramic pots, dish brushes, golf balls, exhaust fan covers, hubcaps.
What?
Toothbrush holders, shower caddies.
Toothbrush holders, I don't see a problem with. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just a cup.
Hubcaps? Why are you putting your hubcap in your dishwasher?
People will wash home decor like light fixtures, vases, switch plates, and outlet covers.
Yeah, I don't see. That's fine.
Desk
I don't see a problem with that.
accessories.
Fine.
Rubber tub mats.
Fine.
People are putting all kinds of stuff in the dishwasher is what I'm finding out. What I'm finding out is people put anything in the dishwasher. Shin guards, soccer shin guards.
Ew. Sweaty.
Just the plastic part, yeah. Mouth guards.
Ew. Gross. I'm not putting my mouth guard in the
Rubber
dishwasher.
boots, flip-flops. I'm serious.
Ew.
People will wash car keys in there. Not the key fob, but the keys.
Why?
Make their keys shiny.
What? Well, I don't care about that enough, I suppose. I don't care about a shiny key. Do you?
No. No, I don't. People are weird. That's what I just learned.
Interesting.
Yep. I just learned that. People are weird.
You just learned that? Oh, honey.
Oh, honey. Well, okay.
Emery and I were driving around yesterday. I was taking her to a voice lesson, and we were driving back, and I happened to glance over. There was a man getting gas, and he had some bright orange shorts. And I said, "Whoa, look at that guy's shorts." And she said, "That guy kind of looks like Dad." That guy looked nothing like you.
Oh, no. Okay, so the guy in the bright orange shorts did not look like me.
No.
Why did she think that he looked like me?
She said, look at him. He's standing the way Dad stands.
What does that mean? How do I stand? On 2 feet? Look how he stands on 2 feet.
He was kind of leaning against the car, and then he had his right foot kind of hooked over his left foot, and his toe was like on the ground.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
so he's just like a cash.
A cash stand.
Yeah, and I go
a normal stance.
Lots of people stand that way. That doesn't. I mean, he had a big black beard,
which I have a brownish red facial hair with a lot of gray in it.
He was wearing glasses,
which I don't.
He had a darker skin tone.
Sunglasses
than you.
or
no,
just regular glasses.
Regular glasses.
And he was darker skin tone, so he's not same as me. Okay,
no.
All right, fine. This is a different person. Did he have hair?
He had a hat on.
What kind? Like a baseball cap style hat?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. How was his build? Was he a heavier guy, a skinny dude?
I mean, the build was similar to yours.
Taller?
So maybe that's why. Yeah, he was taller than you.
So the guy was taller than me with a black beard, glasses, and a strong stance.
We were arguing about it because I go, that guy looks nothing like that. She said, yeah, it does. Look how he's standing. Dad stands just like that. And I went, okay. A stance alone does not make one look like somebody else. And she said,
I agree with you.
Dad wears bright colors like that all the time.
I don't have orange pants, orange shorts.
And I said, again, somebody's clothes, again, does not make them look like somebody else. I go, that looks nothing like that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I could not convince her that it didn't look like you.
Well.
But it also, it wasn't a flattering image of you either.
Wow. So yesterday you asked if we'd be able to pick our kids' feet out of a lineup.
Yes.
I wonder if she'd be able to pick out her dad out of a lineup.
I don't think that she would.
You're like, well, that guy stands like him. Is that him?
You'd have to walk, I think, because she thinks you walk funny.
I don't know. Not funny, like fancy.
Fancy.
Or what? I can't remember the word she used.
It started with an S, didn't
yeah.
it? Like you've got a shimmy.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to question whether or not she looks at you.
Yeah, I don't know that she knows who I am. I should introduce myself to our 15-year-old. Because I do introduce myself often because she'll be like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, it's good to meet you. I'm Dad.
And
she hates that joke. And that's like
the
easiest dad joke. There was something that happened. I got to text her the other day that she was hungry. And because she was, I can't even remember the context, but it was great. It was the backhand swing of the dad joke. And it was great. It was a good moment. When you got to deliver the punchline without telling the joke. That was good. That was real good.
I'm proud of you.
No, I was proud of myself. So anyway.
Well, so introduce yourself.
I will.
Have her take a good long look at you.
Yeah, this afternoon I'm going to go, hey.
This is what my
have
face
we
looks
met?
Like.
I don't know if we've met. I'm Dad. This is me.
This is what I look like.
Right. I don't have a black beard. I don't own orange shorts. And just because I stand with one foot in front of the other on the toe doesn't mean I'm the same as every other guy who stands like that. I'm a unique individual. Look at me. I'm your dad.
Take a good look.
Yeah, no, quit looking away.
Memorize my face.
Put your phone down and look over here.
That's
this
the
is
problem,
me.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Put your phone down.
You're not in my phone. I don't know what you look like. This is me. Hi, here I am.
Your dad. You have my genes. I look a little bit like you.
That's right.
Or you look a little bit like me.
True.
We have the same lips. Tell her that.
Is that right?
Right there. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Your face, my face. Parts of it are the same.
I was looking at her eyes. Her eyes are similar to yours. I think she has your eyes.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I have my eyes. She didn't take them away. Her eyes just resemble. See? Well, I had a little bit of catching up to do with a Brothers Fountain.
You were
which
giving
is
me
my,
updates daily.
Yeah,
for a
well, that's
minute.
my campfire folk band. And they went quiet. They posted the original thing. It's day 1. And then I don't know if they were just out of service or whatever. And it took them a little bit to get day 2. And now they're at day 5. It's been an adventure for them out there. And they've been meeting lots of people. This is the folk band or a campfire folk band out of Colorado. And they are living on the Snake River for 21 days. They set out on a 3-week journey to spread the music that they create and a little bit of community and some joy into people's lives and hearts is kind of what I'm picking up on because that's what's kind of been happening. And they are making a documentary. They've got a Kickstarter for their documentary that people can contribute to and help them achieve their goal. But essentially what's going on is they're spending 3 weeks on the Snake River in the western part of Idaho. They have no money. They have no supplies. They just have their musical instruments and their boats.
And they're doing a trade.
They are trading songs for supplies. Yep.
How about dance? Are they trading?
There's a little bit of dance involved in their music, I would say. Yeah, because that's the kind of band that they are.
Yep.
Yeah, and these are some real dirtbaggy people. Like these are earthy people that we're talking about.
Dirtbaggy.
It's part of the lifestyle. It's not. I'm not being rude.
Okay.
Like it's really like that's what we're talking about. Rock climbers, backpackers, these types of people that I associate with, that I think are great, wholesome people. And so they've got a band and they've got a small film crew with them making the documentary that they're putting together. And I think it's a lot of fun. So I only wish that they were floating this area so that I could help and support them from where I'm at a little bit more than just talking about it and following along online, which is fun. But it'd be more fun to be like, dudes,
hey,
here,
give me a song. I'll give you some food.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it'd be really fun. But they're doing quite well. They are making their way. They have many, many days to go. I guess in a couple of days, they'll be nearer to Boise. And that's when we'll probably start to see some stuff online about them because there is a news station in the Boise area I found out that is going to float a little bit for them and tell the story. So you heard it here first. I will say that. But Boise's gonna have some news coverage about it here real soon in the next couple of days.
Which is great.
So yeah, I support them. They're doing a big thing and it's a lot of fun. And a really kind of cool idea to say, here's what we have, here's what we make, here's what we can do. Let's see how far we can get with just this thing. And I think that's a cool concept. And you have to rely on strangers in small communities to be able to be successful in the challenge. And I think that's a lot of fun. So anyway, they're out there still doing it. They're still floating.
Still floating along.
They're still making
some tunage out.
Yep. Making a few bucks here and there.
How many of them are there?
It's a pretty good group. I would say, let's see, a Brothers Fountain is the name of the band. There are 6 of them in the band. Plus they've got, a handful of people that are doing the filming things. They probably have 4 or 5 more people. So there's probably 11 or 12 of them, a dozen people on those boats. They've got like 3 or 4 rafts. Yeah, like
not
big
canoes?
No, they're not in canoes or kayaks. They're in like big whitewater raft style rafts.
Okay.
And then they have rain covers and stuff they've made on them so
and
they
can pull up
be out of the sun and whatever.
To camp on the night.
They do. They find places to camp all the way along the river, and they've got people that have stepped up and said you can camp here, or you can use a spot at our RV park or whatever, and they're able to make it happen. People have one person donated they stopped like a farmer's market thing, and someone gave them a sourdough bread that they have been rationing for a couple of days, and yeah, I mean they're out there doing it.
This is kind of your dream.
It
sounds like a nightmare to me. It
sounds really kind of fun. I think there's something to the risk of it, like we don't have what we need, we're gonna figure it out. Like there's something about that's kind of interesting, but
that sounds miserable to me. But
it does.
Good on you guys and gals. Keep on keeping on.
Yep.
And I hope you get support when you can get it.
Happy trails. I don't know what else to say. They're out there making it happen. Way to go. Well, let's ask the question. It's would you rather this or that? Well. Would you rather this or that?
Would you rather always throw a strike in baseball or always roll a strike in bowling?
Well, I know what I'm going to answer. What do you think?
I'm going to answer baseball.
You are?
I am.
Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
Why would you pick that one?
Because
you don't like baseball.
I don't like either. I don't like bowling or baseball.
Okay, fair.
But I think throwing a strike in baseball is much cooler than rolling a strike in bowling.
You do?
Yeah, because I've rolled a strike in bowling before.
But you've never rolled a 300.
No.
You would. You'd get your name on a bowling pin hung in the ceiling.
That's okay. That's not important to me.
I would like that.
You would?
I would choose the bowling. And here's why. Bowling as an individual, not in a league, just as myself, if I bowl a strike every time, I'd get my 300. I'd be able to impress some folks when I went bowling. And I'd be like, I'll just bowl a strike right now. Watch this. Strike. Like I could like win some bets. I could win some prize money. I could do some tournaments. I could be a pro, Like I'd have something special there.
Okay.
If you can just throw no hitters, that's a big deal in baseball,
a big deal.
Right? That's a big deal.
A huge deal.
But the rest of your team has to be on board in order for you to win.
It doesn't matter because you're going to be the MVP of your team.
I understand. And you're going to have an incredible baseball record.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. But I think ultimately you're not going to have the same success you would as an individual bowler who bowls strikes every time.
Except it's bowling.
Right. And here's the thing about it. You don't like it because it's boring. It'd be exciting to get a 300 the first 5 times. And then you're going to go, it's boring.
Exactly.
This isn't even fun.
I wouldn't even give it 5 times. I would give it 2. And then I'd be like, this is not any fun because I know I'm going to get a strike every time.
But is it going to be more boring than it already is?
Yes.
Is the real question.
Yes.
Because it's going to be exciting for a few times.
Once. And then it's back to boring.
All right. Well, I don't know that we answered the question, but there it is. Would you rather this or that? I was thinking it might be too early to talk about football, but I got some football news for you.
Yeah, it's too early.
Do you want the football news?
Sure.
Thursday.
I can't guarantee I'll get excited about it.
Thursday, as in day after tomorrow, the NFL will release the full schedule of the 2025 season.
I thought they already had done that.
So now you will know who your team is playing against, when they're playing them, what your season is potentially going to look like. And that's a big deal.
It is. I don't ever have to worry about that because Beck, our son,
correct,
memorizes this.
This is
correct. And then I just say, hey,
who am I playing?
And then he tells me.
Here's the thing, over the next few days, like today and tomorrow, to watch for. Different games could be leaked as they're announced early. We do know the 2025 NFL season will start with the Cowboys traveling to Philadelphia to face the Eagles on Thursday, September 4th.
Gross.
It looks like the Chiefs will play the Chargers in Brazil on Friday, September 5th.
I don't care about either of those games.
Okay. Here's something else that's happening. Well, we kind of want to know what Oakland's schedule is going to look like if we want to go see Ashton Janty play.
Is this preseason or this is season?
This is the whole thing.
Okay.
This will be preseason and regular season. The whole season will be announced on Thursday.
I don't care about preseason.
Preseason games are less expensive to go to, and the weather's still warm.
All right. Fair.
And you can go see a game.
Fair.
So there's that.
Okay.
Here's the other news. Seattle Seahawks, their front office is cracking down on season ticket holders who continually sell their tickets. The Seahawks, 12th man, their crowd, has been one of the biggest things to give the Seattle Seahawks a home field advantage in football because they're so loud.
Really?
And they just pack the stadium. Well, what's happened is that the Seahawks have been less successful on the field at home because regular season ticket holders are selling those tickets to whomever wants them. So whether that's an opposing fan or a Seahawks fan, it doesn't matter. They're selling the tickets. And so the opposing team fans have outnumbered Seahawks supporters in their own stadium because they're able to buy these really nice tickets at a discount. Yeah. So to solve the problem, the Seahawks said, hey, listen, if you're a season ticket holder and you're selling these tickets and you resell your tickets too often, we're not going to let you renew your season tickets in the future.
But how are they going to know if they're reselling them or not?
Because you have to sell them online through their ticketing system.
Oh, okay.
And so
Did you say that?
No, but that's how. So if you are reselling your tickets too often, they will not let you renew your season tickets in the coming years. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Fighting back on that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll also remind you that the Seahawks got my castaway.
Oh. That's what you're calling him?
No, I know that sounds
Sam Darnold, who got you into the playoffs, you're calling him your castaway?
I know,
wow.
I know, that's so mean.
How quickly you're like a switch. This is just I barely brought up football, and look how you get.
I know.
It's something special the way you are when it comes to football. It's wild. You're a loose cannon. You never know.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You just never know what's gonna happen.
I told you, danger.
Thursday we'll know the schedule. That'll be exciting. That's gonna wrap up our show for today. This one's got to go take a chill pill.
I should probably go have a snack.
Yeah, something. A nap and a snack or something. I don't know. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow on Garbage Day. For
It
us,
is Garbage Day. Don't forget, it's full.
It's Garbage
Write
Day
it
tomorrow.
down. Put it on the calendar.
I know. I'll probably take it to the street tonight. Anyway, have a good day. We got the podcast available everywhere podcasts are available, so you can listen to the show on demand whenever it's convenient for you. So check that out. And follow us on socials as well. We'll see you back here tomorrow. All right.
Goodbye.
Have a good day. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.